Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Neverwinter Nights 2. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In this Neverwinter Nights 2 build video, we're going to go ahead and do the Storms of Zehar Rogue, Ranger, and ShadowDancer build I created myself. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Do not forget to hit notification bell so be update and more. Now, some of the positives and negatives about this setup. Negative, you have to take leadership since you were playing the SoZ expansion. Now, you don't want to do that, that's fine, but still that's a negative there already. Your, let's see here, fortitude saves are alright, average at best. Your will saves will suffer. And some of your rogue skills will have to catch up later on, close to late teens. Other than that, the advantages are obvious. You get the, we're called tracking, which is really nice. Your dexterity is high because it's so high. Your reflex saves are also high. And your DPS will definitely go through the roof once you get above level 15 at least. So let's go ahead and start the build right now. Now, as for races, so let me go ahead and help you out. Elves are perfect choices for most part. I probably suggest Drow. That's another good race there. It has ECL levels, so it means you got to gain extra experience points in order to gain a level. And, well, the bonuses outfit's real nice. Moon elves are good. Sun elves, I'll say skip. Well, wild elves are alright. And I'm going to probably say wood elves are really good for this setup too. Halflings! Any halfling will do. Downsize your weapon choices or will be limited since you can't use some of the two-handed weapons. Humans are a safe bet, so if you want to aim those plus and minuses not really there, well, that's it there. Now, Tieflings I feel like is the best for this setup. Pick the races I suggest. If you want to, go ahead and pick some of the other races I have not suggested to if you love those races also. So for now, I decided to pick a Tiefling. Now, there are going to be 3 classes total for this build that you'll be doing. First of all, level 1 will be a Rogue. This will be our main class when it gets to later on after the Ranger. Yeah, that's our second class Ranger. We're only going to go to 12 for the Ranger. Felt like an even number was really nice. After that, level 12 levels in Ranger, we'll do ShadowDancer. Now, ShadowDancer, we're only going to do 1 level because the hide in plain sight is powerful. However, there's a 6-second recharge timer this time in Neverwinter Nights 2, unfortunately. But it's pretty good at times, though. So, I would say start out with a Rogue. Yeah, you're going to be starting out with a Rogue, in fact, just for 1 level. Now, as for alignment, I'm going to be honest. Most of them are good. If you're playing a Rogue, yeah, I say skip the lawful good stuff. I mean, they follow the law. Us Rogues do not. So I decided to pick chaotic good. Since we only follow 1 or 2 laws. Now, as for Deity, any will do. So go ahead and pick your favorite one. It will swap again though once you become a Ranger. So be on guard. Still, I decided to pick this one. I like that one the best for Rogues. You know why. Now, as for ability scores, I'm going to say it's for strength, ballpark, 10 to 12 is good. Dexterity, high as possible. Constitution, I'll probably say get to 12. Intelligence, always get to 14 because there's you're going to need some of those skill points. And also there's 1 or 2 feats that require close to it. Wisdom, I left at 10 and Charisma at 8. I'll be able to supplement items for Wisdom and Charisma definitely, especially Charisma since I'm going to be using Bluff as one of my main skills for this expansion. Now, you can use this spell for any other expansion, just get rid of the leadership stuff. Now, I did for this Tiefling is 12 strength, 20 dexterity, 12 constitution, 14 intelligence, wisdom at 10, and charisma at 8. Now, next part of this build will be your background. I'm going to be honest here, I felt like this best setup for the background is Wild Child or no background. So if you don't like any negative stuff, just simply hit no on the background. Real simple, real easy. So I'm just showing you all the some of the other ones there that I definitely pass on. This one I'm not passing on because I love the survival and tumble, and also hide and move silently. That's perfect for this build. And let's go ahead and do the next one, which is skills. Now skills, there will be some very important skills. You want to get tumble, you want to get the 5. However, we're going to max this out. I'm doing bluff at 4 since that's going to be my talking skill for this expansion. If I decide to do the original campaign, I'll use that too. Disable devices, hide the 4, especially hide, that's important. Move silently, yeah, we're going to max that out too. So, ShadowDancer will be easy. I did open locks since I'm going to be opening locks from time to time. Spot, I did. And search. So that's why I look for traps. Tumble, I did. I cannot do survival until level 2 of the ranger class. Now, the last 4 points, I'm going to probably say is pick something that you like and put it in. I decided to slowly put points into use magical device. I felt like that's somewhat useful. So pick whatever one you want. And bluff, I'm going to say is if you're going to be playing the other stuff, just optional. But I always like bluff in games like this. This is why I can talk myself out of danger. Store the 4 points because next level, you're going to be putting all that in survival. Now, as for feats, we're going to go ahead and get one of the prerequisites for the ShadowDancer, which is dodge. Now, dodge gives you 1 AC bonus against certain things that are happening against you. Pretty good for rogues, I will say. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now, my final advice is any race that I mentioned, go for it. If you want to play on the safe side, humans is the safest way to go. As for stats, try to get your dexterity the highest. That's going to be your main focus. And if you have an extra feat, go ahead and do mobility or a weapon feat or something like that. So let's go ahead and start the leveling process. Now, since I am now leveling up, so we're going to go ahead and start out with the Ranger from 1 to 12. Yeah, all 12 levels. So because our deity changed, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Lady of the Light. Yeah, that's right. Not those Shar folks. Yeah, they are evil. So we're going to go ahead and do move silently. That's important. Hide. That's dire. So I do search and spot since in case I find those traps to take care of course. And I'm going to pump those points into survival. This is going to be critical if you're playing the SoZ expansion. And as for favorite enemy, I did the reptilian humanoids. Pick if you're not playing this expansion, pick whatever one of the 3 you want to do. And yeah, as I said before, survival is seriously important since on the map it gives you advantages if you have high survival points. She's going to be the leader of the party. So I'm still level up. And let me see what else I'm going to do. Move silently. Search. I feel like that's a good idea. Spot. Survival. And we're going to have to go ahead and cross-class 2 in the tumble. Rather not waste on skills I'm not going to use. Pick 2 weapon fighting. This is dire. Yeah, you're going to need it. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to might as well be a bow and arrow rogue. And I'm going to say this right now. For the feat, able learner. This is important because it'll turn your cross-class points cost into class points. So, for example, let's see here. Disable traps for a ranger is 2 use to cost. With this feat, it costs 1. I call that a win-win situation with this build because we're going to use some of the ranger skills and some of the rogue ones. So we're going to do in dexterity. Yeah, that's right. Dexterity all the way. Now because I cross-classed it so I could put my rogue skills, try to catch them all up at least. So I did bluff since that's my talking skill. If you plan not to talk your way out of a certain danger, start putting in open locks and disable devices. As for the rest of the skills, I maxed out. Move silently, hide, spot, tumble, and search. Yeah, those are good. And survival. And now because I'm a ranger, I get toughness for free. So that means I get some extra hit points. So that's a good thing. We're already starting out with a rogue/ranger hybrid with some nice hit points. I say that's a win-win situation there. So we're going to level up our ranger still. Put a point into bluff. Let's see what else. Hide. Move silently. Search. Spot. Survival. And tumble. Now you have a choice between open locks or disable devices on which one you want to put a point into. Either one will do. Those 2 will catch up. As for your ammo companions, pick any what you want. I prefer the Panther. I felt like that's best results for my character. So we're going to still level up. And I'm going to say it right now. Still a ranger. So definitely pick bluff. That's optional. But still, I like it for the talking skills in this game. Hide. Move silently. Let's see what else. Search and spot. Survival. And that tumble. We're almost getting close to the bonus for getting tumble. That's a good thing. And the extra AC point. Now, favorite enemies, I did Undead. I felt like that's one of the most common foes in the SoZ expansion. Also, any other expansions too. So we hit next on that. And let me make sure I go down the list to pick the next feat. I'm picking leadership for one reason. That's because it's the Storms of Zihar. If you're not playing this expansion, pick weapon finesse or go ahead and pick your weapon focus feat. So for now, since I'm doing that expansion with this character, so I decided to do leadership. They'll add 2 party members to your team. So in other words, you find them out there. Well, they're yours. Instead of 4, you get 6. I call that a thumbs up situation. Now we're gonna go ahead and do usual suspects, and then whatever skill you want to feel like boosting up, your disable devices or open locks, go ahead and do so. And we just got everything to 10, so it all looks good. Now we get improved 2 weapon fighting style. So as long as we have leather armor, since we're gonna be wearing that, we get those bonuses. So our offhand will be able to do a second attack. However, it will take a penalty in attack. Oh, don't worry. There's a feat out there somewhere that will negate that penalty later on. I'll show it off to y'all. So for now, main hand and offhand will be able to do an extra attack. It's a good thing. So let's go ahead and do dexterity. I felt like that's important. Your usual suspects in the skills you want to boost up. And it depends on which one you want to do next. I decide at the time I want to do is disable devices. Oh, don't worry, we'll catch those up soon. And what we got this level exactly is Woodland Stride. So we get movement boosted in the wooded areas, etc. Which is good though for this build. So if we're like Outriders, Scouts, that too. So as for leveling up, pick your skills. And tumble. And also I'm trying to put points of survival and disable devices this time. Now I'm going to go down the list and I'm going to look for it. It should be here somewhere. And I believe it was, let's see here. Weapon focus. I decided to do short sword since it's a traditional rogue weapon. Very safe rogue weapons for you halflings out there. We get swift track too, so we do not get penalized no longer when we use track. So that means we get some free movement instead of being slow when we're tracking. I call that a good news situation there. And yeah, see, swift track. Definitely want to get that automatically as a ranger. Well, you do get automatically as a ranger, but still it's nice. So we're going to still level up our ranger. We're still going to put our skill points into it. And well, I'm going to go ahead and let's see here this time. Open lock. Now, the skill we get is evasion. So what happens is when you get a reflex save without evasion, you only take half damage if it's successful. Now, with this feat, you take no damage. So you see a fireball, roll your reflex save. You go successful on that, no damage. It's like you getting out of the way. So we're still leveling up our ranger. And we're still going to pick the skills. Also try to get a little bit of open lock or disable devices up there. And of course, if you don't like bluff, start putting the points in the other ones. Now, I decided to do is pick humans since they're another type of common foes to maim, murder, and slaughter. If you don't like that, pick something else for your favorite enemies. So we're still going to go on the dexterity pack for abilities. So definitely go for dex. Now I decided to pick the usual suspects. Now great news is we have all the prerequisites except for one, mobility. When I see that, I will point that out. So it is time to definitely go ahead and select that one. Once we select mobility, which will of course give us a plus dodge bonus to AC against foes who try to do attacks of opportunity, will allow us to become, you guessed it, ShadowDancers. Also, we get greater 2 weapon fighting. So we get a third attack with our offhand with a penalty of -10. Oh, don't worry. There's a feat that will negate that. So we're going to just keep on leveling up our ranger portion for this build. Oh, don't worry. We're going back to rogue. I'll do that after the ShadowDancer. So we're going to level up our skills. Same thing as the other ones like we did. Select disable devices or open lock at 10. Now, next up for the leveling is, you guessed it, ShadowDancer. It is only for 1 level. So for now, since we have the ranger skill points, pick the same skills as you did for the ranger to max out. And since survival is now cross-class and we got able learner, we can put 1 point into that instead too. That's a good situation there. So I decided to open locks to even things up. Now, hide in plain sight works like this in Neverwinter Nights 1. You use it, you hide. Once you attack a foe, you do a sneak attack unless they're immune to it. and then you hit it again. Now in this version of Neverwinter Nights, aka the sequel, there's a 6-second delay in between that, but still it is still powerful. Not like the first game, but still it's good enough. Now for the rest of this build video, we're going rogue all the way. Yep, that's right. So for now, we're going to try to get our rogue character to the level 20. Yeah, that's right. Last of the pre-epics. Now go ahead and pick the same skills. This time we got a few skill points free, so catching up will be much easier. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to select weapon finesse. So instead of strength that's rolled into your attacks, now it'll be dexterity modifiers. So that's a good thing for this build because we have high dexterity and our DPS will go up. So yeah, see, now we're going to just go ahead and level up our rogue here. She's going to be a very happy customer. And I'm going to say it's 1 through 13 is for the SoZ expansion if you rush to it, and up to level 20 if you don't. Like 1918, you can finish it with ease. As for leveling up our rogue, same skills. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about the SoZ one more time. And I'm going to say this, if you want to carry your character to other what do you call it, modules and stuff, that's fine. You just have one useless feat, which is the leadership. But that's for this SoZ expansion. So we're still going to level up our rogue. Just keep it going. And let's make sure it's right. Yeah, I had to get that little disclaimer to talk about that. So in case people saying, oh, you can only go up to 13 or you can only go up to 20. Well, what if someone loved their rogue character so much? See? And now we get, because we're a rogue, uncanny dodge. And that does is gives us some dodge bonuses, which is a good thing. So if we're caught flat-footed, yeah, we get a nice bonus for that. So we're going to go ahead and just level up our character. Hide, move silently, search spot, survival, tumble, bluff, and then start trying to even up disable devices and open locks. Disable devices, open locks, you might suffer a little bit. Eventually, you'll do well. Now, I decided to do power critical, so this way we'll start boosting up our DPS department, which is plus for attack bonus with our weapon choice. In this case, a short sword. Yeah, I did short sword for this build because of a halfling, so you could pick something else too later on. Like for example, long swords. Yeah, I'm just giving you an example for that. Or a certain weapon that does nice crits. So we're still leveling up our rogue before the epic levels. So we'll just keep on going with the same skills, catching up the disabled devices and open locks. And our feet, we get more trap sensing, so we get to look for more traps. It's a good thing. So this way we help our party members. Now we do dexterity. Since I'm a tiefling, I'm at 25 dexterity, and that already hit the prerequisite once we get past level 20 for the perfect 2-weapon fighting. More on that later on. So we're going to still level up our character skills. Pick the ones I'm doing while catching up the disabled devices and open locks. And right there is it for level 20. Now let's go ahead and level up our characters who are now epic characters. So we're going to still pick rogue. Rest of the build will be rogue like I said before. Same skills to max out. Also you need to do is do open lock and disable devices to catch up. Oh, believe me, you'll definitely catch up at this point. Now, besides the improved uncanny dodge, which is good, I am going to go ahead and select, where's that, improved critical short sword. So this way we really start building up our DPS some more. Oh, don't worry, we'll get to that 2-weapon fighting feat in a bit. But for now, I like to go ahead and do improved critical. And besides, if anybody's missing any more dexterity points that you will need, if I remember right, 25 dexterity in order to get the perfect 2-weapon fighting. So definitely pick the improved critical. Now, improved critical does is drops your threat level roll, so this way it'll take less to roll. So mine was 19, 20 to roll. Now it's 17 through 20 to roll a critical hit. So now we're leveling up again, and we're going to still go ahead and pick our same skills and catch up the other two. Yeah, see, disable devices and open locks. Unfortunately, there are no extra feats to pick. However, we get some sneak attack bonuses. So we're still leveling up our rogue at this point. Keep on going for that. Since I pick a tiefling, I won't get penalized at all. That's a good thing, since they are rogue flavored. And we'll still pick the same skills as before. And now we're going to go down the list to, where's it at? Let's see here. Epic Prowess. Yeah, I said I picked that so this way we get a boost in attack damage. Now we get another feat, which is Perfect 2-Weapon Fighting. Now what that does is your main hand and offhand will have the same bonuses for attacking, no more penalization, which is really good. And we're going to be very powerful at this point. So we're still level up our character. We'll pick Dexterity. At this point, you should definitely either be at 25 or above in Dexterity. Unless you got to go ahead and level up once or twice again, then Perfect 2-Weapon Fighting will have to be one of the last ones you pick. And we're going to level up. And our sneak attack we just got. Of course, that was another bonus for that. That's a good thing. So we'll keep on going on the rogue train. Yep, that is right, everyone. Keep at it. And let's see what else. Okay, open locks, disable devices. And now we're going to get to go ahead and pick some more feats. I'm going to do great dexterity for one reason, because we'll be able to pick a skill, I should say abilities point one more time. And that will be putting us at 28 dexterity. Even. If you follow my plan on that, at least if you decide to pick the tiefling. So we're just keep on going, keep on leveling our character up some more, and just keep on picking the same skills. Yep. And I'll remind everybody again towards the end for those skills. So we're gonna go ahead and select armor skin. I felt like that was a great idea for a little bit of defensiveness into it. Gives us one natural AC, which is a good thing. You don't like that, go ahead and do some improvements, like for example exposed weakness. That's another good feat too. Now we're going to go ahead and keep on leveling it up. I'm going to go ahead and say bluff, disable devices, hide, move silently, tumble, spot, search, open locks, survival. At this point we're getting close to maxing out disable devices and open locks. Now I am going to go ahead and do expose weakness. What that does is weakening your foe's AC, and you get to do some nice damage for 5 rounds against said foe. Great against certain bosses. That's right. Pop this baby on them and have fun with it. And I'm going to go ahead and select next, and that should be it for the feat part. So we're going to just keep on leveling up our character. And let's see here, dexterity. So now we got 28 dexterity. No more ability points leveling, since that's level 28. Yeah, it's every 4 levels, and the next one's 32, and this game only goes to 30. Pick the same skills. At this point, disable devices and open locks should be maxed out. So we'll just keep on going at this point on leveling up. And the extra points you want to spend, you could do is use magical devices. That's a good one. I decided to do 5, so yeah, we get a nice DC on that. I believe it's for certain items or that or something like that. You don't like use magical devices, put in something else like appraisal or even heal. That's a good choice too. Even though they did a little bit of nerfs on heal, but that's alright. Now we're going to go ahead and select some feats. I'm going to do improved sneak attacks. This way we'll get some nice bonuses and sneak attack damages against foes who are not immune to that. I decided to do blind fighting, since this way if we're facing invisible foes, we get a nice advantage against them now, instead of being at a disadvantage, which is good. And Red Dragon Disciples get that for free. That's a nice bonus for them. So we'll just keep on leveling up our character at this point. And we're almost close to, I believe we're at level 30. It's the final level anyways. And there you go. Once we hit the next button, I believe that should definitely do it. So there you go, all 30 levels. So next portion of the video is gear and enchantments. Now, as for gear enchantments, Enchantments, obviously, you want to keen up both your weapons, haste one of them. If you want to add some more bonus damage, like for example, +5 enchantments are really nice. Also, certain elemental damages, like for example, Sonic and Acid, those are really good combinations. If you can get some kind of holy damage or holy type, that's fine. Alchemy Silver is a great weapon to build. Since you're not building any weapons, I would probably say is have your party members to definitely do that. NPC or a player may create it. As for stats, focus on dexterity. That's number 1 until it hits a certain cap point. Then strength, and I'll probably say it's constitution, wisdom, and charisma if you want to get that bluff up. And look for any skills you want to boost, like for example, hide, move silently, etc. Stock up potions if you need to, especially the buff ones. And that's it for gear, enchantments, and more advice. So next portion of the video will be combat. Now, for the next part of the video is combat. So you're saying, okay, what about foes we could critical hit against? Well, guess what? This build excels in that, especially against lizard folks. If you're playing the SoZ expansion. So I start out with this, it's always high in plain sight, aka just use your stealth, really. Just hit the stealth button to pop out of sight and then into sight once you sneak attack. Yeah, definitely want to use this rogue in a party situation to go ahead and assassinate some casters. Yeah, especially the healers too. You take out the healers, then the wizard slash sorcerers will fall, and then anybody else casting spells, and then down the line. See, I'm already abusing the stealth mechanics thanks to high in plain sight. Thanks to my ranger skills, helps out greatly, especially if I'm on the world map. If I want to avoid foes, I could definitely do that. As for rogue, yeah, all the goodies of sneak attack and more. Do some devastating damage. So, now you're wondering the burning question. Okay, this is great for critical hits you do against foes. What about foes like the undead? You cannot do critical hits or sneak attacks. Well, guess what? It's great for that too. One reason is I did pick the favorite enemies, the undead ones. Those are really nice. Because the stealth mechanics, I could abuse the going in and out of stealth. Thanks to hide in plain sight. Even though it has a timer, it's still OP'd. I did was expose weakness. Rip some foes to shred. Yeah, that lich went down really quick. Now in a party situation, your characters distract while you send your rogue in and take out your casters. Same as before with the foes you could critical hit against. Takes a little bit longer to kill. And I'm already shredding up the undead into many pieces. So once I kill the last one, I'm going to give some quick advice. And here it is after this one goes bye-bye. Now, any race combination is good. If you picking a half lane, just remember your weapon options are severely limited. Since some of you have to carry a two-handed. Short swords are always nice for that. You'll start out slow, but you become more powerful as you definitely level up. This is great for the SoZ expansion. If you're not playing that, take out the leadership one and put into weapon finesse. And then later on, you can pick an extra sneak attack. Well, everyone, that's it from my Neverwinter Nights 2 Storm Azir Rogue, Ranger, and ShadowDancer build video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If you like what you see, then check out my suggestions on the upper left hand corner, or YouTube suggestions on my video on the bottom left hand corner. Have a great day or night, and please stay safe. Also, enjoy the view.